think technology is now a fact of life in higher education, and so we really have two choices. We can ignore it, or we can address it very directly to see what's productive and not very productive about it. So we try to take the responsible route and address it very directly. I think the most exciting developments are really on the pedagogical side. People are really getting excited about opening up the classroom, rethinking the role of teachers, rethinking the role of students, rethinking even things as fundamental as what does it mean to be a student? What does it mean to read a text and respond to a text? We made a bunch of assumptions about the book, and those held steady for a very long time. But now in an age of e-books, in an age of network technologies, in an age of online reading, and heavy collaboration, electronic collaboration, we see a lot of our old assumptions being challenged in interesting ways. So technology is helping us re-see fundamental things that we've taken for granted. My colleagues have been responded very positively to the Teaching with Technology certificate. Even those who aren't technology sort of oriented know that this is something we need to pay attention to. And I think they've been positive because they see that in English we take a very balanced approach to technology. We see it for all the positive and all the negative things, and they appreciate that. I very much like the rubric that ETS has put together, but I am especially partial to the philosophy statement. I think it's not a difficult task to integrate technologies into your classroom and to collect examples of technology integration. I think it's another matter to develop a very thoughtful philosophy about teaching with technology and be able to articulate that, not only to your students, but to your peers and to upper administration. So I am most taken by those portfolios that have a very smart, coherent, thoughtful articulation of a teaching with technology philosophy. The hurdles used to be technological for the most part, but I think the blogs at Penn State environment has kind of leveled out those concerns. So no longer do students have to go and figure out Dreamweaver and figure out FTP and figure out a bunch of disjointed technologies. Now they can go to blogs at Penn State, work with a template, and I think that's been very helpful. And I think the challenge for our students is figuring out specifically how to integrate technology into the courses that they're doing. And I think people in chemistry will do it one way, people within English may very well do it another way. I would encourage them to look out into their disciplines and to understand the value systems in the disciplines that are associated with technology. The portfolio has to serve students when they leave Penn State, and the portfolios have to make sense to a larger disciplinary community. In English studies, job ads increasingly call for more and more and more skills. And increasingly, teaching with technology is becoming a primary skill. So it really doesn't matter if someone's studying literature or rhetoric or creative writing. Teaching with technology is now something that all universities want their teachers to be able to do and do productively. I think completing the portfolio helps give teachers a level of confidence that they might not have otherwise. One of the brilliant things about the portfolio is it asks teachers to make explicit all of their resources and all of their thinking about those resources. So the reflective pieces that the portfolio required are very crucial to a teacher's development. And I think after putting the portfolio together, teachers can be much more confident in their ability to go into a classroom, whether that classroom involves technology or not. I think the program is really a terrific program. English was one of the very first departments involved, and I think I'm correct in saying that we had the very first two portfolios at Penn State. And we were thrilled by that, and we continue to work very hard to produce portfolios.